Hello, you all come in, hit the like, hit the share button. Let's have this quick live stream because I am in my vehicle and my gas is running, right? And as you know, when my vehicle is still on, and as you know, gas prices are not lowering, but they're increasing. And so I want to do this live stream because, and it would have been better had I did it at home in front of my laptop, but I wanted to get it out the way. I was just on my laptop earlier, and it also, this information helps you make decisions about your future finances as it relates to converting cash into crypto. Take some time out and hit the thumbs up and share the live stream. Let's do that. Make sure you are subscribed to me on YouTube as Crypto Queen. Also, I am doing a new hashtag, crypto by the numbers, crypto by the numbers. So hashtag crypto by the numbers, whether you are watching this live or on the replay. Thank you, Facebook. I see that thumbs up on Facebook. I actually had a message on Facebook in my DM about seeing numbers 369. And when I saw the message, I'm going to be honest with you, initially, I was like, sometimes you just see numbers. You know, it is what it is. It's nothing magical. It's nothing mysterious. Sometimes you just see numbers, right? But then I started thinking that earlier today, I did my Gematria crypto search of numbers, and Gematria is just simply the replacement of letters with numbers, like A equals 1, B equals 2, C equals 3, right? So I decided to put in the Xrapid, what XRP really stands for. Most people don't even know that, Xrapid. And I saw that this, all numbers equal to 9. Something I never really have recognized or seen before with Gematria. The ordinal is 72, which equals 9. The reduction is 36, which equals 9. The reverse is 90. We know 0 has no intrinsic value, which is 9. And the reverse reduction is 36, which all equals to 9. And when I received a message on Facebook about my friend that saw the numbers 369, I automatically thought about when I typed that in earlier today and saw the 9s all the way across the board. So we know that the number 9 means finality, the complete maturation of a thing, right? Just as when a woman carries a child for 9 months, right? An infant in the womb for 9 months, a fetus in the womb for 9 months. If that baby is birthed before 9 months, it is considered to be premature. So full maturity, full maturation, the number 9, finality. So I began to think about Christ, Jesus, rather, 369 formula. If you all follow Nikola Tesla, who studied the ancient Egyptians, Nikola Tesla also taught on energy, frequency, and vibration, being conscious of your energy, being conscious of frequency, being conscious of vibrations all around you, in forms of relationships, in forms of numbers, in forms of manifestation, right? And Nikola Tesla said, if you know the secret to 369, right, you know, you can discover the secrets to the universe and manifestation. Now, for my Bible readers, you also know that 369 is found within the hours of the death of Jesus on the cross, right? As we see the cross and we hear the X and we see the X in crucifixion. So Jesus was placed on the cross at approximately 9 a.m., 9 o'clock a.m., which is 3 hours after sunrise. If you, again, read the Bible or scholars of the Bible, you know that sunrise and sunset, from sunset to sunrise begins a day. We do it the opposite. right? In the Western culture, but biblically, from evening to morning is the day. That's why technically Eve came before Adam, which is Atom. Um, but I won't get into that, right? But anything that comes from the earth, such as food, agriculture, that's a birthing, right? So the earth, dirt, soil, the earth name is Adama, and then from that is Adam or Atom, where science get the name atom. So technically, Atom or Adam came from Adama, which is feminine for earth and soil and dirt. The earth and soil and dirt is still birthing food and vegetation and life bearing fruit for us today. So it's no different than Adam or Atom came from Adama. But okay, that was just a side note. That's for free. Um, Now, with that being said, 369, back to the topic. 369, sunrise, right? 3 hours after sunrise, Jesus, the parable teachers, was placed on the cross. At 9 o'clock a.m., was placed on the cross. Approximately noon, and I think this is Luke 23 and 44, the double 44. It reads that darkness began, like a solar eclipse, darkness began to form on the earth, right? Darkness began to form on the earth 3 hours after noon, which was approximately 3 o'clock in the afternoon. So that's the 369 formula of the crucifixion. So we see 9 in XRP. We see Xrapid Gematria equals to 9, which means people, it is the finality, the finalness, the completion of the cycle of physical cash. That's what that 9 means. That's what the 9 across the board. And the gematria mean for Xrapid. Also, in Acts chapter 10, a vision came at the 9th hour, which means for those who are visionaries, for those who have foresight, for those who have the patience, they see the 9th hour. They see the exiting from cash into crypto. So now, July 20th, you have the Fed Now technology. And I'm going to be honest with you, I went back and forth in my mind, like, why would the government make this decision exactly when they was releasing Fed Now? Because it's obvious that it shows that Fed Now and XRP are in bed together, right? Um, so why would the government make a cross-border technology such as Ripple and XRP? Why would they make it so obvious? Why would they make that judgment when it was under $1, when people can get in at 70 cents and 80 cents? I'm like, that's not typical of the government to do that. That's not I definitely thought when they made the decision that it was going to be so priced high that the average person could not afford it. But then after doing my research, I found out that only about 1% of the population even has XRP. Only 1% of the population. Now, another side note, I would not purchase XRP on Coinbase, even though they have it available. I just would not, because Coinbase is a centralized platform, but to each his own. And then I'm like, okay, so they made the cross-border commodity, you know, technology available for 80 cents. But this is the deal. When the social credit score system starts coming in, they're going to have the power to take people XRP, because it won't, they're going to have more power when it's connected to Fed Now and the banks to control it, if that makes sense. Because it won't be truly decentralized if the government is using it, right? It's not like Bitcoin that's out of government control, out of banks control. And so now that the government can use it, twist it, turn it, manipulate it, it's not truly decentralized, although it has been deemed decentralized. And then I have to think about most of the people that, even if they are in XRP, they don't have an exit plan, right? If they come up thousands or millions, their goal is to, get the Lambo, to get the bigger house, kind of like lottery winner mindset. The government knows that most people don't have a full-fledged vision for their lives other than having the most expensive vehicle and house, like lottery winners. Like, give me the Lambo, give me the Maybach, or, Rick Ross calls it Maybach, but it's Maybach. Hey, give me $250,000 G-Wagon, which I love the G-Wagons too. But I have my priorities straight. There's only one thing that I would cash out crypto for, and that's tangible real estate. Right. So I know you probably saying with Queen, if you're not going to upgrade and enjoy the finer things in life, then why have it? Well, I have a vision to finance first. See, that tangible real estate is going to be a condo community. It's going to be a academic and athletic center for youth. Also, that's real estate. And I'm going to do some other things that's going to require tangible real estate. That's from my life purpose and vision. So the government does not care about helping the people that just want to. I'm not a girl. Please don't call me girl. Hello to you. You can say hello, Queen. You can say hello. What? Please don't do that. Don't. That's like my pet peeve. I do not like to be called a girl. I don't. I'm from Mississippi, and this is not an excuse, but it is an explanation. And when Black adults would call girls or boys from the South, especially Mississippi, it was an insult, and it was in a form of a racist acknowledgement that you was not being considered an adult. So I don't like to say, hey girl. You can say, hey queen. You can say, hey coach. You can say, hey Deloach, which is my last name. You can say everything, but don't call me a girl. Last time I've been a girl was years ago. So that's just my pet peeve. So with that being said, so most people, their exit plan is to get the, 6-figure luxury vehicle. But you see the 369, the ninth hour, Christ's physical body, Jesus' physical body rather, was transformed into a spiritual transformation, right? Out of this earthly flesh, this is what that parable is teaching, and into a spiritual. Okay, I know you didn't mean it that way. That's why I wasn't like aggressively explaining it. Some people just come on and they say that. I know you didn't mean it that way. I got your vibe, but I explain it because it's just one of my pet peeves. So, we good. We are good. We're fine. It's not the season to live the finer things in life. The season, that is true. Now, that's the gospel truth. It's not the season to be out here. Now, I just test drove a 6-figure BMW the other day, but that door was open for me. I didn't go in the parking lot saying I'm looking for a BMW 740i. I was there to service my old BMW, and they wanted me to test drive it. Right? They wanted me to test drive it, and so yeah, that's how that happened. Someone says can't wait till the utility starts to kick in. I agree. Seeing some of the paperwork we're fed now is definitely tight. Yeah, they're sleeping in the same bed together, and then when you look at the social credit score, they can confiscate your XRP. For a person like me that's kind of outspoken, and I'm not kind of outspoken, I'm outspoken about the hidden things that are hidden that people can't see in plain sight. Having a social credit score and say, okay, we're going to take your XRP because it's our coin, and you didn't mark out of these regulations. But I do want you all also to pay attention to Chainlink and the Oracle, because what's going to happen is these CBDCs will eventually, right, be one of these cross-border payments, the CBDCs. And a lot of banks right now are already connected with Chainlink for their CBDCs. Some of them are XRPs, some of the smaller banks and money movement systems like MoneyGram, et cetera, with XLM. Eventually, all these CBDCs will be probably XRP, right? Out of the central banks currency. But there has to be, and I don't think it's going to be Bitcoin in a sense of the bank's currency system, because Bitcoin, again, does not operate with the banks. That's not the purpose of Bitcoin. Bitcoin is the people's money, right? It is the people's money. It is outside the government system. Bitcoin is an international asset. XRP is an international asset. This is what makes it a commodity, but their functions and their purpose are different. And so when you're in bed with the government and the government's token, right, understand what you're doing. For me personally, again, I'm not giving financial advice, but I'm taking my gains from XRP because it's dirt cheap right now, right? And I'm going to convert it back into Bitcoin. I'm going to convert those gains to Bitcoin. Now, whatever your goal is, that's you, right? Someone says they're going to start printing money again in 2025. I don't believe that. I think when money is gone, it's gone. This Fed now technology is out. So I don't see them reprinting cash. It's what advantage is it? It is so much cheaper and faster and swifter to use technology. We're in the fourth industrial revolution. Now, I do want to say this about the number 3. I want you all to ask yourself, why is the number 3 so powerful? Whether it's taught from a Trinity perspective, why is it in children's riddles and books and rhymes and nursery rhymes and etc.? It's 3 blind mice, 3 little pigs, 3 strikes you're out, saying 3 points is the highest point that you can score at a field goal in a basketball game. Why is 3 such a powerful number? Why is that triangle such a powerful angle out of all angles? Why is 3 considered a magic number, right? Well, our brains like patterns, and 3 happens to be the most basic pattern to form. It makes it easier to string information for our brains to absorb and remember. I don't know. If they tell you to say something in the cadence of 3, that's why. 369 Nikola Tesla, start out with 3, right? Start out with 3. And the number 3 is considered perfect. Everything that comes in 3 is perfect, or every set of 3 is perfect. 3, right? The power of the number 3. 3 is the first number to which the meaning of all is giving, the number of whole, as it contains a beginning, middle, and end. So this is where we get the 369 of the crucifixion of Jesus. The 369, because it all has to have a beginning, middle, and ending. And people, I'm telling you how the number 9 in the Xrapid XRP is the ending of the physical printing of the cash currency system. If you're still chasing cash, if you're not converting your cash into crypto, if you have your money in your 401ks and you're not prepared for the finality, and you can possibly lose 50 to 60 to 70% of your retirement in the stock market, because November, the Latin word for November is the number 9, is the 9th month. It is the 9th month. July is the 5th month. 6 August is the 6th month. September 7 September is the 7th month. October, 8, octagon, octopus is the 8th month. 6th, August will be the number of man. The number of man, the number of man's creation, the number of man's intellect, right? On the 6th day was the only day that God said was very good in Genesis, because that was the number that the wild beast and man was made together. So when you hear in sports that someone went into beast mode, it means they went out of their conscious mind and they tapped into a higher level of subconsciousness mentally. 666 in Revelation is the mark of the beast, which means the mark of a financial system where no man can buy or trade. It just means a financial system code. It's not an evil number. 1 Kings 10:14, the richest man in the Bible, King Solomon, traded gold for 666 weight a year for his wisdom. King Solomon was so wise that if 666 was an evil number, he definitely would not have accepted that amount for the weight of gold. He's too wise and intelligent for that. So if you're afraid of 666, you don't understand that. All right, let me read the comments and I'm logging off. Dyson said, I know I was just saying. You know what? What are you just saying? You know what? I don't know what you mean. Bitcoin is the people's money. Gold and silver is God's. While the currency is government. That's true. But God made gold and silver for us. He said, highest heaven belongs to the Lord. The earth I have given unto mankind. You know, the biggest insult to a king is to have his citizens poor. Like, that's the biggest insult to a king. So when people say, I'm the king's kid, and you're struggling financially, I'm like, that doesn't equate. That doesn't add up. And if you're the king's kid, why don't you have your father's money? Right? That's just like, you know, Queen Elizabeth's children or Prince Charles III children not having the currency with their portraits on it. Now, like, that makes no sense. You're the king's kids. God created a currency system of silver and gold in this earth realm, yet you don't own any of it. And you don't collect it. I don't understand that one. But yes, silver and gold is God's money to be used on this earth. What is a good decentralized banking platform to get Chainlink and Oracle other than IS Global? I don't, I mean, crypto.com, you get Chainlink on there. I like crypto.com a lot. I like, any platform that you can have a credit card connected to it to, have more control of your crypto and at least spending the crypto in case the wallet goes down where you can't make transaction. So that's just my opinion. Yes, 369. I had to sell out my XRP right before the jump. Why? Why did you have to sell it? You all really like to comment when I go live on my cell phone. I have to hold it and put my finger in the way to stroll and see the comments. I'm on the laptop. I need you all to start. I need you all to start commenting like this when I'm on my laptop. Why did you have to sell it? XRP would make bankable, meaning millionaires, and we become billionaires. The billionaires will become trillionaires. Maybe we'll see next bull run. XRP is not the only one that can do that, though. We'll see. I do know it means Xrapid is the completion, the finality of the physical cash dollar. But I never put all my eggs in one basket. That's something that millionaires and billionaires do as well. I never depend on one crypto token. However, if XRP is in bed with the feds, I'm going to use my gains to get more Bitcoin. That's my plan. I don't know what yours is, but I do see a lot of gains up for grab because it's an international asset. And Japan XRP is let me pull that article up. Japan, which is a big crypto market, lending services at XRP as its adoption grows. So that's great news. And Saudi Arabia wants to use XRP to trade its oil in, so it doesn't have to trade the United States dollar in. So Japan banking giant Shinseyu, I can't pronounce it, is connected and collaborated with XRP. And so also study Chainlink and study FAST, which is another fast payment cross-border system that Bill and Melinda Gates want to. The acronym for that is FAST, FAST, wants to implement as well. Coel says not a fan of XRP or XLM. Okay, I am, and HDC. I'm a fan, but not just them. Wait a second. XRP speeds of transaction have efficiency to have a better use case for it. Okay. Most people don't even realize the calendar is wrong. I showed proof, like you described. Most of my people looked at me crazy. Okay, Country 96. Let me say this. Usually, when people say that I have to show proof to other people, it's for two reasons. Number one, either you're really trying to help that class of people. You really want to help that class of people. Or number two, you want validation of it yourself. I'm in the chair. I don't try to show proof to people that I already know. They have a closed mindset. I don't care. They can get it or not. Because to me, numbers help to solve problems. And if you understand time, numbers, and seasons, you can make the right financial moves and financial problems. Now, most people don't even know why they need to understand the truth about the dates of the months. Like in the church world, in August, they're going to say August is the 8th month and that's the new beginning, but that's not true. It is a simple Google search away to just go to Google and type in what does July mean in Latin. July, Julius Caesar. The core, the root word of Julius Caesar, and that is the fifth, 5. 5 is the number of balance of both the natural and spiritual world. It is also the number of victory, as David in the Bible that defeated Goliath had 5 smooth stones, right? Also, 5 times 5 is 25, which represents the number of grace. Once you get this information, you have been given grace to make the right actions. After you have information and you don't act on it, then it is solely your responsibility how your future will pan out to be. The Bible says it's better not to know a thing than to know a thing and not do it. So once you have been provided the information, it is up to you to act on it. And if you don't, then your future was shaped by your decision. That's life anyway. So why would you go try to explain something to a group of people that you know that's going, as you say, look at you crazy? Like, why don't you have this conversation with people that's already on that path or already know? I don't try to tell this to my family members that I know that's not open-minded to it. And then I have to ask myself, okay, why do I want them to even know? Are these people conscious of what's happening in the world, in the economy? What will knowing that July is the 5th month and not the 7th month? Why would that matter in their life anyway? All they know is July and it's hot. And so, I think people are crazy when you talk to people that are not on the path that you're trying to go on. I mean, I'm not saying it to you. All right. ISO 20022. 20022. What about ISO 20002? Okay, gold and silver is God's money. I think that's the second or third time you put that. Make it your money. God put it on earth. God don't spend gold and silver in heaven. He put it on earth for mankind. Somebody said Uphold is their top choice to get chain link on. Okay, I don't know what you are to get chain link. All right. You have hardships. Hey, listen, I'm gonna say this, I'm logging off. I would rather have somewhere to take my money from in case of hardships that come. At least you had some money somewhere to get for your hardships. You know how many people that's going to have financial and they're not going to have their money in anywhere that's going, not anywhere. They're not going to have their cash in anywhere that's growing when their hardships come. So at least you had money. So listen, XRP at 74 cents is still dirt cheap. So you out of your hardship, you still got a good time to get back in it. If you got hardships and you got to pull money out of your crypto, do what you got to do. No shame in that, my friend. At least you had some money somewhere that you can liquidate. Because a lot of people don't and they won't as we shift into this new financial system. So that's cool. That's cool. You're okay. Minimum, I would suggest, oh my God, you all are making me your financial advisor. I'm supposed to be in this restaurant eating and fiduciary. I would just look at my budget, my plan. I wouldn't overspend in areas. I wouldn't try to upgrade a vehicle or anything right now unless I just needed transportation. And I would look at how much I have left over simply. And I would live a very frugal lifestyle right now. You know, I'm going out to watch how many times you go out to eat. Find out ways you can downgrade and save your money. And whatever's comfortable for you, put it in crypto. Hold on tight, Miss Royalty, because you're going to be royalty. We're into the greatest wealth transfer. And thank God you are alive to experience and you can pass on generational wealth and do something astronomically. Do something that maybe your ancestors and my ancestors never got an opportunity to see. We're doing it for the ancestors. We're doing it for the culture. We're doing it for Deuteronomy 1:11. May the Lord thy God, the God of our ancestors. We're doing it for those who lost things in Wall Street, Black Wall Street. We're doing it for people that came from poor families that now have an opportunity to change and impact the world through wealth and live out their purpose. Because to live out your purpose, you got to have money. I'm just going to tell you, sometimes what you're passionate about does not pay you. So find something that pays you so you can fund what you're passionate about. So whatever is comfortable for you, dollar cost average, set it and forget it. And you all take this the right way. If I had a son, this is why I would, or I don't know if I should say it that way. But if you was a man, you know how to pull out in this situation, pull out only for emergencies. In other words, if it ain't, if it's not a situation you want to be in, don't stay. Let it set it and forget it. Only pull out for emergency. So, whatever's affordable to you and comfortable to you in your budget, but make sure you budget and set that aside. Set that aside. Thank you, Shalandriel. Thank you, Shalandriel. I get games every day. Oh, Q Miller, I love that. I'm not going to talk to a group of people who won't even Google something. All you got to do is Google the months of the year. All you got to do is go to Google and say July in Latin. And it's going to show you July was named after Julius Caesar, and Latin is the core root word of that is the number 5, and July is the 5th month. And all you got to do is look at the season change. January can't be a new year when it's still winter. So March is the new year because spring, the season change. I'm not trying to explain anything to people that can't Google either. Something better than nothing. What are you being? Some people are actually scared to be rich and wealthy. What are you afraid of? I'm gonna be honest. Hell, I'd be more afraid of being poor. You know how scary that shit is. So you can't pay bills. You know how scary being poor is and living paycheck to paycheck is. You know, when I got my divorce, I went to being a single mother, to having to take care of my daughter solely financially. And my ex-husband at the time was making almost six figures. And I went through, you know how scared that shit was? Like, okay, I'm not gonna let these lights get cut off. I'm not gonna let this water get cut off. I'm not gonna let my gas. I'm gonna make sure this mortgage get paid. That was scary to me. Hell, being rich and wealthy is exciting. That's not scary at all for me. What's scary for me is that I see people that become millionaires and billionaires from investing in crypto, and I sat back and did nothing during the greatest wealth transfer that this generation ever experienced. And I look up 5 or 6 years from now, and inflation has taken over, and we're in a recession slash depression. And all I did was sit back and talk about how scared I was. And now my family or me is struggling to make ends meet. Yeah, it's more scary being broke than rich. I mean, that's just my opinion. It's more scary to be broke than rich. You know how many people are scared to drive their vehicles because they can't pay their notes and they think the repo person's gonna get it? How many people are scared that their lights, water, and gas gonna get cut off? Or how many people are scared of eviction? Or how many people, children attend bad schools because that's all they can afford to live in their zip code or their area, and they are afraid for their children to go to school every day, and they wish their child or their grandchildren went to a better school system? How many people are scared because they don't know if they're going to continue to be able to afford groceries or even afford gas to go to work? That's scary. That's scary to me. So I don't know about Casper. I'm not even going to say that. I do have XLM, XDC, um, definitely Chainlink. Look at what I said about Chainlink. But just know Xrapid means that we are in the ninth hour. The ninth hour again is the hour of completion, of death, of one thing and transformation to another. Again, Jesus on the cross, 369. By the sixth hour, it was noon. Solar eclipse happened. Darkness was on the earth. By 3 p.m., the physical form was now in the spiritual form. Now, ISO 20022 tokens are not the only tokens. I don't really like it when people say that because they miss out on Bitcoin, which is the king of crypto. They miss out on Chainlink. They miss out on Polymatic. They miss out on a lot of these cryptos. ADA is going to solve artificial intelligence and technology. It's estimated that millions of jobs by 2025 is going to be taken over by AI. They miss out on cryptocurrencies that are backed by real world commodities, which is what I also have. And so when you just confine yourself and put yourself in the box of ISO 20002 tokens, 2022 tokens, then you're just putting yourself in a box, a small box, and you're putting yourself at the mercy of tokens that's going to have federal control by federal government as well. Oh yeah, you miss out on Ethereum. So, you miss out on, again, cryptos is backed by real world wealth and blockchain technology, such as oil, such as natural gas, such as this drip crypto, um, this drip crypto that provides clean water for third world countries, you're missing out on data center mining, which mines Bitcoin by using natural gas that makes it more efficient and effective to mine Bitcoin because it's too expensive and it's destroying the earth right now to mine Bitcoin. So when you just talk about ISO, and this is another thing, you all, to get rid of that bad karma, the government will tell you some of what they're doing. But if you think the government intention is to make you rich and wealthy, that's not true. Like in the 1930s, when people had gold and the government was ready to use gold now and connect it to cash in the currency system, they confiscated the citizens' gold. So that's why I was telling you, when you're using these government-used cryptos that are not truly decentralized, they can compensate it from you, like social credit scoring systems. So you need to really understand blockchain technology and what true decentralized means. I'm not against XRP. I'm going to say that again. You all excuse my finger, but I don't have my stylus. But all I'm saying is you're getting in bed with the government. Last time that happened, the rich and wealthy people, you need to study the Titanic, who did not want the Titanic. They didn't want the Federal Reserve banking system, and the rich and wealthy people that didn't want it in the Titanic. The Titanic mysteriously crashed, and they brought in the Federal Reserve the next year in 1912 or 1913, I believe. Titanic crashed in 1912. When they wanted gold, because they was going to be the government's money, they confiscated from the people. So all I'm telling you is you better have you some stuff outside the system. Which coins will not be controlled by Fed now? You can text CC to 331-444-5556, and I'll give you a list of those coins. Our coins are not decentralized. Bitcoin is not decentralized. It's a difference between decentralized and manipulated. Yes, the price of USD connected to Bitcoin is manipulated. But if you look at crypto based off the USD price and not the value, like the USD price for Bitcoin, they're showing what, 29 to 30,000 today. But if you don't look at the value of Bitcoin, but you're looking at Bitcoin based off the USD price, because maybe some bad news come out tomorrow and then Bitcoin dumps, or maybe good news come out and it pumps. If that's how you evaluate cryptocurrency and decentralized from non-decentralized, then you're doing it all wrong. You look at the use cases. You look at its utility. You look at how will it be used and its functions. XRP, Chainlink, XLM is going to be used by thousands of banks and payment systems. Bitcoin is going to be used by a store of digital gold. It's going to be outside the government system. Whether you say it's decentralized or not, I can send you Bitcoin and I don't have to go to a bank or any government institution to do so. So as of today, Bitcoin is still decentralized. As of today, gold and silver is still international assets such as Bitcoin. Right? Okay, you all. Thank you for tuning in. Look, drop this hashtag for me. Crypto by the numbers. Crypto by the numbers. Put that in the comments. Thank you all for tuning in. We're in the 9th hour. Go back and watch this more than one time. Understand 369. Understand where we are in, and prepare for the greatest financial reset of all time. It'll help you in two ways. It'll help you not only survive this recession and thrive this recession, but it'll also help you that you won't be the one, you and your family and loved ones, that's in the recession. Got this big truck pulling up to me. Queen out.